Hello everybody, welcome back. So I'm doing my project pan update. This is the project pan that I was doing with the non-cruelty free items. So I figured I would kind of do the update but also applying the products and talking about it as I'm applying them. So I've already kind of did my skincare and stuff. Not kind of, I did, but... So to start off with is foundation. I've already kind of did everything else. I just didn't need to put that in because I don't have any... Unless I did put that. Nope, I don't have a primer. Anyhow, I have the Rimmel Lasting Finish 24-Hour Breathable Foundation. This is in the project pan, and then this L'Oreal Fit Me in Dewy Smooth. And I'm just going to apply both of them. First, I'm going to take the doe foot and kind of apply a little bit in the areas I want more coverage. Actually, I need to turn this on. It makes a difference for me. Okay. I like the doe foot on this. It's actually, I'm not, just because it's cruelty free, I'm not going to sit here and bash it just because it's not cruelty free. So it's just like a kind of bigger doe foot, and it's really, really soft. So I like that about it. I've always kind of liked Rimmel's foundations before I went cruelty free. So, and now I'm going to take just a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me and just kind of take some of my little sponge. This is the e.l.f. sponge. I guess we're gonna have a lot of foundation on today. We will work with what we got. I've really been liking kind of using two different foundations. It's funny because you can get foundations that kind of seem like they're like the same shade, but each brand is so different. So, and what I have learned is that every foundation will oxidize. It just depends on how much of the oxidation. So, and it depends on the products that you've put on before. There's a lot of factors in when you're doing your face makeup. So if you do like to apply like a lot of moisturizer, and then like, if you do like to apply moisturizer and then primer, I would just always give it a few minutes to kind of set in. I always kind of put it on and then like brush my hair or something. My hair is incredibly long, and I'm thinking of cutting it like super short. Okay, I'm just gonna go right into concealer instead of waiting, because the powders that I have are not that fallouty. So the concealer that I have is Maybelline Age Rewind. This concealer is a really great concealer. It's just too bad that they are not cruelty free. And I just took the sponge off and then I just kind of apply it to my own sponge. So there's the concealer. And then moving on with the trend of Maybelline, I'm going to go ahead and set my face as well, just for time's sake. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is a good powder too. Not everything, it's like everything is great. It's just something I'm never going to repurchase again, so I just need to get them out of my life. I mean, I could repurchase it if they decide to change their tactics. So I'm just taking the e.l.f. powder brush, the flat top one. I'm kind of smoothing this all over my face. I have had these brushes since e.l.f. came out with them. I've loved them. They have worked wonders for me. Okay, so I have some other face products. I know I don't have a primer, but I have this Maybelline Master Strobing Cream. And what I'm going to try to do with this is put it on my lids, because I haven't tried that yet, and it doesn't say not to. Oh, that's really encouraging. It says it's flammable. I did not have to read that. Now I'm trying to look at it. Okay, so I have some other Revlon things in here. Let's see. Another Maybelline product. So let's pull these out and we can use these real quick. I have like project pan stuff and then like shop my stash items. Okay, so I have the Revlon Photo Ready Bronze and Chic this bronzer. It was really a popular item, and I bought it like on a clearance thing when it was getting discontinued, and then I never kind of touched it because nobody else was talking about it. So I'm going to use this. I just kind of swirl everything together and go like so. I'm just going to take a little bit of this on this. This is just another e.l.f. brush. And taking the lighter too and just putting that around my forehead. I mixed all of them together to contour. So I kind of like that look. And then just on my forehead, I kind of like to shadow it a little bit because I feel like I have quite the large forehead. That's just me though, you know, you're your best critic. And I'm just taking the powder brush that I used to help kind of diffuse that a little bit. I'm gonna do my whole face before I move on to the eyes. So yes. So in this whole palette is it's like a fuzztastic day. Everything is fuzzy on my face. So everything in here is not cruelty free except for this right here. It's I think it's Persona or something like that. But this is all Benefit, MAC, and Lancome. Oh, so these are all Benefit box blushes, and then MAC, and then Lancome. So I am going to move, I'm going to jump into this one right here. This is Benefit Rockateur blush. It is a really pretty blush, but Benefit decided to sell in China, so we don't buy from them anymore. And this is a not cruelty-free brush, this is a Wet n Wild brush. Unfortunately, they are not cruelty-free in my eyes anymore. So I'm just buffing it. This blush really is really pretty. But and I remember when it came out, everyone was talking about it, and it was super fun and beautiful. So I have two highlighters, and I think I'm going to take the Revlon one. So I have the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Rose Gold, and then I have this highlighter from Revlon, and it just says 100 highlighter. It's like Totes Original. And I'm just taking a kind of a fluffier Luxie highlighter brush and just dusting this on. I kind of really like this highlighter because it's not a super blinding highlighter from Revlon, but it's really pretty. And I remember buying it, they kind of had a whole thing coming out, and it was kind of like they were trying to jump into doing more stuff, but not very many people talked about it, so I don't know. Kind of like how everything's turning out. So I'm just going to do some brow gel. This is just the NYX Control Freak, and I'm just doing brow gel today. I'm not going to go too in depth with my brows. And then I'm going to use a setting spray real quick, and I'm just going to use my Flower Beauty one. I really love this one, and it's like halfway gone. But I'm going to do that before I move on to the eyes, and then we will talk about that. So I have 4 eyeshadow palettes that I pulled. I have this one from La Rock, and it's just like a chocolatey, it actually has some blues and stuff in there, so that might actually be fun to play with. Today I actually haven't touched that palette very much. And then I have this one right here, and it's just kind of some neutrals and autumn tones. And then this one is the La Rock, it's like a royalty one. It has some golds, and this is a really cool black with like gold shimmer. And then I have the Burgundy x9 from MAC. Trying to use this up too. Now I did pull quite a bit of eyeshadow because I like to have some variety to play with, and that's why I did that. So I'm going to prime my lids real quick. I have been using the e.l.f. eyelid primer because I'm old school like that, and I really like the way that this works, and it's like incredibly inexpensive, and I'm super glad they haven't stopped making it. Just kind of patting this onto my lid. Okay, so what I'm going to take is just, I've been using this one quite a bit, this like tan kind of cream shade. And I'm just going to take a big giant brush. Actually, I need a more gianter brush than that. Alright, this one will be good. This one is a Luxie brush. And I'm just going to take this shade and set my whole lid. I don't normally do this, but with these eyeshadows, I kind of feel like you have to. So the primer is on, and it's going to help anything from creasing and going too crazy. Okay, so I'm going to try to indulge into this palette a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm going to take this shade right here. We're going to be a bit brave, and I am going to take, this is a BH Cosmetics kind of, almost like a concealer brush. It came in like a kit, and I am taking this shade right here, and I'm going to kind of slowly blend it through the crease area. And it is a bit of a, has a sheen to it, which I'm okay with. I can work with that. I think sometimes that looks really, really cool. I'm just slowly dipping into this shade because I don't want to go too heavy, but I just kind of want to have that cool, fun depth that I can get with this. And then I think I'm going to go in with one of the browns to kind of, I am filming when nobody is home, and it's like freaking me out because I'm just hearing every possible noise possible. I'm like home alone, my kids are at school, my husband's at work, and everybody else is at work as well. Okay, just kind of take a little bit more over here to kind of even it out. And when you're working with shade like this, the shade itself is almost the boss, and you kind of have to just guide it because it's pretty much already, once it's there, it's pretty much there, and then you have to take it off with some force. Okay, so I'm going to take kind of like all the shades that are in here. They look really, really pretty. Firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into this palette right here, and it has some cooler tones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this darker shade right here. This could go extremely wrong, but I'm just going to try it. And I'm going to take it and just kind of put it on below that grayish blue shade. I don't know. I see gray. And just kind of put it there. And just tickle it through. I'm just kind of really lightly blending it over. And it's going to change the tone of that one, but it's still going to be there. Crazy. I'm going to go back in with that cream shade that we started, and I'm going to kind of set my brow like I do. I'm almost hitting pan on that shade, which isn't that bad of an idea. Which is the point of this project. Okay. Kind of like how it looks. Yeah, I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be brave, and this might not be able to be on my eyes, but I'm going to do it, and if I have an eye irritation, I'll talk to you about it later. So I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Strobing Highlighter, and I'm going to take a little bit on a paddle eyeshadow brush and place it just here in the center and pat it out. I'm trying really hard not to like blink because I don't know like the setting time on this or if it's gonna crease. But I kind of like the way that it's looking. Okay, we are pretty chromy. Almost Tin Man-like. Okay, I'm going to cheat a tiny bit, and this was in my drawer. It's not part of the project pan, but I have to do something to calm this down a little bit, and I'm just going to take, this is a Lord & Berry Grace eyeshadow. It's kind of a matte taupe shade, and I'm just blending this through the crease. No, we already put that other shade there, but I just need to like kind of almost gray it out, because with this shade and that other one, it's going to be the most gray. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I like that. Now I'm gonna take, for funsies, I'm gonna take this color right here and I'm gonna put it all in the inner corner. It's a really pretty white. It's like a white with a really nice gold shift. It's funny, I picked these eyeshadows and I've only been using the same ones over and over again because I don't have a set routine. The only routine that I have is when I don't wear foundation. I have that down because I know what I need to do to not look so exhausted. So I'm gonna zoom in to my eyes a little bit. You can see, I mean, they're not too bold or crazy. It just kind of looks like I just have some eyeshadow on my eyes. So with these eyeshadow palettes, I mean, I guess it's perfect for this time of year because everything's kind of doing fallish and getting a little bit dark toned, but I just don't understand why I picked all of these. I just was like, I want to use these, but I don't know why I've been keeping these for so long. I don't use them all that often, and once I do, I will just kind of stop using them. I don't know if I'm gonna give them away or throw them away. I just don't feel right throwing stuff away, but I will cross that bridge when I get to it. So basically what I'm saying is I don't know why I have these. They're just fun, and I got them for Christmas from family, so you know, rockin' a hard place. Alright, so I'm gonna do my liner really quick. I'm just going to do a brown, if I could find one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara, and then I will be right back. I don't have any lip products that I'm aware of that I put in this thing, but I am going to use this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick, and it's actually one of a few liquid lipsticks that I actually like. And this is in the shade Patina Shimmer. It's just one of those kind of velvety lip. It doesn't extremely dry down like that. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a really good liquid lipstick. So out of everything in this project pan, project pans are very much a learning experience for me, because like I get to use things that I'm like, why did I keep this? Kind of thing. So it's been a little bit harder this time around to but just play with the makeup that I have, because I'm kind of uninspired by it, and it's really hard when I have so much other things to use. So I may or may not hit a lot of pans in these products because I just want to use other things. So I think that tells me something about the products that I picked, and maybe there's just some subconscious because they are not cruelty-free. So with that being said, we will talk more about it in the next update, which will probably be, you know, in the next month, and maybe we'll be done and maybe we won't be. So if you guys enjoyed this video and it was fun / helpful or informative, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you like videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. It's super fun. You get to see me, and it's free. So you should try it. It's great times. And without further ado, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!